after the lockdowns relaxation, the government has ensured that the different departments of within sports function accordingly. One important department is National Anti-Doping Agency, which has been in fact functioning during the lockdown as well. The Director General of NADA, Naveen Agarwal, is with us, and he will share some of the findings that has happened during this lockdown period, though the tests were conducted before that. Sir, if you would like to tell us about what are the findings during this period.
See, after the lockdown, we have received several reports of the tests which were held before lockdown. And one important event was held in Kolkata, which was of weightlifting, the 72nd men and 35th women senior weightlifting championship. And that 3 cases of dope have come, in which the substances, the different substances, also all steroids, and they have been placed under suspension, and we have started the proceedings against them.
These names are already out in your this thing. Would like to know more about the athletes concerned and what were the against which doping offence they have been issued this suspension?
See, one was in the weightlifting 76 kg category, and in which dostanolone has been found and metanolone has been found. Other was the 71 kg women again category, in which metandienone has been found, and another was in the 87 kg category, in which stanozole has been found. So all these 3 have been placed under suspension, and their hearings would be held shortly.
These are weightlifting, we can understand. There are other sports like athletics, there are other sports also, which we have found the last year and on the previous years, there have been many cases. What has been the latest tally, if you would like to share, which is in fact developing, but still if you could throw some light on that.
See, we held dope control during shooting events also. There was the senior shooting national championship which was held, in which in the pistol 50 meter event atenolol has been found in one athlete's sample, and in another shooting selection trials were held in Trivandrum. There one propranolol has been found. So these again have been placed under suspension, these athletes. And besides shooting, there have been some instances of archery and of some other events also. Some athletes were tested out of competition also, and they have also been found having consumed some substances, but those are relatively minor ones, like terbutaline and propranolol and things of that sort. So various kinds of dope substances are being found in the samples of athletes, and that is a cause of concern for us, and we are trying to educate our athletes to the extent possible as to how these can be harmful also for the athletes, and why they should not be doping in such substances.
In a situation like this, where there is a coronavirus pandemic, it's a double trouble for athletes, because they have to ensure that they do not fall into the trap of doping and also be safe otherwise. So as you, the director of NADA, so you have to keep your office clean also while conducting the dope tests. You have to maintain the SOPs and various other things. Share some light where you would like to advise the athletes, as well as what sort of NADA is initiating and what have you done so far?
See, we have developed a SOP whereby the athlete who is to be tested, he should certify that he is dope free, and the dope control he has to certify that he is COVID free, he doesn't have any symptoms, and if at all he has been tested, then it should not have been tested COVID positive. And similarly, for the dope control officer who goes there, he has also to certify before he goes there that he doesn't have any symptoms and that he is not COVID positive. So besides that, he would have to have the personal protective equipment on himself, and to use the gloves and the masks, and keep a distance of 2 yards. So there are various protocols, even and detailed protocols, including how the hands have to be washed, how the documents have to be sanitized, and how he has to watch from a distance what during the dope control process.
The NADA is actively now involved in various dope testing. It will resume soon. We understand this lockdown is a problem because you cannot travel. The dope officers can't travel interstate. So, in a situation like this, the whereabout clause also comes. Are the athletes being strictly monitored about where they are, and are you making periodic checks about that as well? One final question.
Yes, all the athletes who are in our registered testing pool, they're supposed to give whereabouts, whether it is a lockdown or not lockdown, and they are giving their whereabouts. But there have been some cases where they have not given their whereabouts, and we have issued notices as per the guidelines. If there is a whereabout filing failure, then a notice has to be issued, and this is what is being done. So if there are 3 failures, if there are 3 whereabout failures, then that amounts to one anti-doping rule violation.
So clearly, it shows that NADA is acting upon certain developments that is happening. Also, some of the tests that were conducted before, the results have come out. But having said that, NADA is also facing the problem of not able to travel interstate because of the lockdown. But as NADA Director General himself says, that no dope cheats will be spared, and they should always declare their whereabouts under this lockdown period as well.